So welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about two tools that I use to help keep track of sinking funds and my cashless spending, my monthly expenses. So in my last video I shared with you guys that I do use the budget by paycheck method by the Budget Mom, and I do definitely have some cash amounts that we utilize. Kind of zoom in there so you can see what those are. Hopefully, let me see if I can focus this. So you can see what those expenses are. And then I also have my sinking funds, which you can kind of see what those expenses are as well. So I'm going to start with the sinking funds. What I do is I utilize this little note card thing that I got from Staples, and I got it from Staples during their back to school sale, and it was $1. Great price. Basically it's index cards with like a little plastic cover. So what I've been doing is I opened up an additional checking account with my bank. My husband and I do have a savings account, but I hate touching that money. So I decided to open up an additional checking account in order to place sinking funds in there. This is my first time really tracking sinking funds. So in the past, I just basically attempted to save as much as I could, put in the savings account, and then did what I could, or just budgeted by paycheck, like, oh, I need to pay for these extra things this paycheck, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. So this is the first time I'm really planning ahead. These are the sinking funds that we have so far. We have Christmas. We're looking to buy a bed and TV for our bedroom, so we're hoping to save up for that. We have car maintenance, HOA, yard maintenance, house, personal for like clothes and makeup and things, like fun things that I want to buy for myself at some point. House, we want to paint our house some point, probably in the next year or two. And we also have pool maintenance, which is something that we want to do. We want to get our pool resurfaced in the next couple of years. We want to get Pebble Tech, because right now we have plaster. And then of course we have birthdays. So you can kind of see this is the amount that I've saved up so far with the last couple of checks. This is all new to me, tracking sinking funds. And then you can see here kind of the amounts under each one. So that's what I've been doing with tracking my sinking funds. You can see that I have not started pool maintenance just because I don't have the money right now. There's too many other things I'm trying to pay off and save for. The yard maintenance, we get it done every 2 months. We have a very high maintenance yard, front and back, so that's $140 every 2 months. We don't have the tools or the time or the energy, so we do pay for that service. House upgrades. I have not started saving to paint the house yet, but hopefully soon. We really want to get the interior painted. That's the goal. The previous owner left some splotches of discolored, like different colored paint, so we want to get that fixed. And then of course car maintenance for like tags and oil changes. HOA, we have an HOA that's due every 3 months. So we take care of that every few months. It's $140 every 3 months. It's due again in October. So I'm good, I have time. And bed and TV, this is a big goal for us. We want to try to save up for this by the end of this year. So I've been using these to just keep track. Of course I can keep track in my actual savings account, and I do like add the amounts, and I put them into like little goals that I create with the Bank of America's accounts. You can create goals within your checking, your savings, and so I do that, but this helps me to kind of just see everything at a glance, and you have to specifically go into the app to see that in that specific section. With this is just readily accessible for me. The second thing that I keep track of in these little cool notebook notepad things is my little spending, my monthly expenditures that are just ongoing. Normally most people do this in cash and envelopes. I don't, because I'm not a good cash spender. What I mean by that is if I have cash, I spend it. So on anything and everything, I'm not so good at budgeting cash. I don't know why. That's just been my thing for a long time. I have an issue with it. If I get cash, I'm like, ooh, I have money, I'm gonna go buy something. A lot of people are like that with their debit card. I am not like that with my debit card. So I figured I should play to my strengths, and I keep a tracker. So I will show you what I did for the last check, which is actually the check that I'm on right now. I kept track of food out, grocery, and gas. And I also did entertainment. And you can see I made some notes here. I did have a miscellaneous, I did have a household budget. Some of the things that I had to buy that were just miscellaneous. I didn't have to buy improv tickets, but I did. That went under my entertainment budget. But I went to the improv with my friend. I ended up buying a webcam for some work stuff. I bought the Budget Mom, the $2 tracker. I had to buy a new toilet seat for our bathroom. Ours was broken. I bought a bag for my pens, and my foster daughter got lice. So I had to buy shampoo and lice spray, and I had to treat my whole house, all of our heads. That was very stressful, but that kind of went under household miscellaneous stuff down here. For this next check on the 4th, I've also created a little mini budget, and I'll show you guys that as well. So on this check, excuse me, I have our little, I'll put this here. I have our groceries, I have our household stuff. I went over my household budget already. It's just Costco had really good deals this month. They have some good deals on household cleaning supplies, and so I went over a little bit, but I do have a cushion, so I'm okay. And then I did buy groceries, and then I did put gas, and I gave my husband his gas budget and allowance. And then we did get crumble the other night, me and my husband did. And for dessert, I still cooked at home, but I had it for dessert. And then I have some entertainment money, which who knows if I'll use it. Maybe I'll just end up using it for like buying something for the house. I don't know. And then I budgeted $50 for haircuts and $60 for miscellaneous. So we'll see how I fare with these numbers this go around, and then I'll take notes. I'll make like a sticky note on here as well. And I do actually, I do take notes of additional things that I buy on the back of my tracker. I do write down like unexpected expenses or things that I'm like needing. I know I should be budgeting these and putting them in the miscellaneous category, but I feel like I'm just not quite perfect in there yet. So I'm working on it. We'll see. I ended up buying a keyboard and a mouse for myself. I ended up buying face masks because that's an expense now. And I ended up buying my foster daughter a hoodie. She's been complaining that the room that they're in for school, like remote learning, is really cold. And then I bought myself some erasable pens, but I had a gift card, so I used the gift card and $4 came out of the checking. So yeah, so I'm using both of these. Really simple, cheap, super affordable to track. You can buy them probably at any office store, and they've been really effective for me. I will keep you updated and posted on how they work out, and you can let me know if you have any ideas or tips for me, things I might be able to add or work on in terms of tightening things up on the extra expenses front. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.